Trauma equals talent equals death. What you think about it? Let's talk about it. What's good? What's good? Even boy John. John. It's your boy John. It's your boy John. Nah, but welcome. Welcome to the Creative Academy. I go by the name of John. We sit, we talk about the Bible, we talk about God. We get relatable. We want to fellowship, so feel free to comment anything in the comments if you feel like I left anything out. If you want to add anything in, we talk about religion, we talk about physical and mental health. We're going to start doing some videos on graphic design so you can be able to create your own photos, your own images, your own videos for your YouTube pages, your own print work for if you're doing something for God. Whatever you're doing for God, we're going to help you design that thing and polish that thing up and make it look nice. So thank you for joining the Creative Academy. Subscribe so you can catch those videos because they still in planning process. We did do, I was helping, shout out to the Garces Bros. A couple days ago, we was helping them out with another Spanish video, gospel video, so that will be posted soon. Just some behind the scenes, not the full thing, so don't get too excited. But shout out to Brian and shout out to the team for allowing FNR to assist in that as well. We talking about today, trauma equals talent equals death. Now the reason why I say that like that because in the music industry you see a lot of artists create these stories or these backgrounds or these origins starting off like when I was a kid, I didn't have a dad. When I was a kid, I got shot. When I was a kid, I lost my parents. When I was a kid, I saw my mom do something crazy. When I was a kid, I got put up for adoption. When I was a kid, I'm just thinking of all these artist stories. That's why I was able to kind of sit and kind of name a couple of them. You know, all of these artists, they have these stories or these origin stories or they have these life stories. Some of them be real, some of them be fake. But it start off as, I'm going to use one example. It start off as trauma because let's use when I was a kid, I got shot. You know, that person that got shot as a kid, one, they could have lost his life. Two, God was clearly with them because they survived. And three, it's the situation on how and why did it happen? Because now, unfortunately, that kid has trauma. Now, whether that kid gets taken somewhere, clearly, it was well taken care of because he survived. Gave that away. But now the question is, did that kid go and get, and right now we are at trauma, right? Did that kid go and get the right help mentally to take, to do whatever with that trauma? Because a lot of times we tend to brush it off or we tend to only heal the physical wounds. And once we feel like the physical wounds are healed, we think we're good. And other folks around us think we're good as well. And unfortunately, sometimes when we ain't in the right mindset, when we are at our lowest, when we are vulnerable, that's when the enemy creeps right on in and he make his move. And unless you're strong in the Bible, or unless you're strong spiritually, you might not see it coming. And for this kid, I don't know if he saw it coming or what. Trauma turns into a talent. Now that kid is able to share and speak about the things that they went through, about how they got trauma, all the other trauma that everybody else around them witnessed, or all the trauma that their parents might have faced, all the memories of the bad memories that are channeling up throughout these times. Now, depending on the age, now here comes another source of trying to escape, and that person run the drugs. Depending on, what drug it is, it might take them out like that. Some of these drugs, they hit you and they last them. They last you all the way till you're 50 something, 60 something years old. But are you getting the correct help that you need? You take that and you go to rapping, and you feel that trauma now is void, and never healed from that. And people now, you rap about it, and now people love hearing about your trauma to a point where that's all they want to hear about is your trauma. You get to a point where you want to move on from this trauma, but your talent won't let you move on from this talent. Now that your talent has made other people aware of this trauma, now you created a whole nother list of people that might run and do the same thing that you did when they go through that exact same trauma. Now we have a wave full of people that is not healed correctly, and yet alone that don't know how to heal because they are getting influenced by somebody else. Now that talent is a gift and a curse, because that trauma is still there, and you can tell. And the person writing the music, and they know. And if you know, you know. But the listeners know that you're still dealing with that trauma, and that people around that person and people around that person just see the talent, and bringing in the money, bringing in the money. Keep talking about the trauma. I want to do more trauma. Now everybody, you've created this whole industry of trauma talking people and talent. Now that's talent. Now talent. But those humans, those spirits that are inside those bodies are still not healed. Now they are having different drugs, different situations, time. They're probably not getting no right sleep. And all of this stuff is starting to bear on them. So the next thing you know, they want help, but they can't find help. They want love, but they can't find love. They want to talk, but nobody wants to talk. They want somebody to listen, but nobody want to listen. There's nothing they say about unless they're talking about the trauma. And then what that person does, the person tries to escape. Trauma, talent, death. We have to keep God in the equation. Nothing will work if God is not in the equation. That person needed healing. That person needed God. God was the one that woke them up, got them back on their feet, and they allowed the world to lead them astray off on another road. God grabbed your hand, picked you up off that floor, and you got up off the floor and went and grabbed the enemy's hand and got off and walked away. Do not get caught up in the wrong thing. Watch what you pray for. I see a lot of people this did a case. I see a lot of people, man, keep God first. Know the grass ain't green on the other side. Don't let the world deceive you. Don't get tricked up in all of this crazy stuff. Don't let your trauma end up turning into your talent and end up bringing you to the end. Don't let it compromise you. Take that trauma to God. Take that talent to God. God will erase that death. And you'll fill it with everlasting love and everlasting life. Because with God, you live forever. And forever you live. I ain't gonna tell you no lies. And wear your crown.